Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is Tyrone back with Tech Life. And I wanted to speak a little bit more about these results, give you guys some reasoning behind the initial video and why I said T-Mobile took an L. So I'm not trying to bash T-Mobile. I'm not trying to bash any carrier. I'm sure you guys have heard of constructive criticism before. That's all it is. When you fail, you get better. That's just part of life. So, yes, there is a possibility that this independent testing pointed out some flaws that these engineers weren't aware of. It's possible. I've seen it before. Over the years, I've sent several areas to engineers for the local market to be put under review because it was a bad area. The network wasn't great. And I've seen that a lot of times. I've told engineers about an area where they did not keep a Sprint keep site where they should have kept a Sprint keep site. And the message that I got back, it was an honest message. Hey, we acknowledged we should have maybe kept this Sprint keep site, but we will get the team engaged to look for other solutions to put into that area. I've gotten that on several occasions. So this would be no different. This is just constructive criticism. Hey, look, this was tested right by the track. You didn't do too well. And the same would go for Verizon. If Verizon didn't work too well, we would put out constructive criticism. But as you can see, Verizon did well. AT&T even better in this instant, in this testing. And then T-Mobile just, at 27.8. It's just, for this type of event, that's just too low of a speed. Right? How long is 27 megabits going to hold up? Right? When is the next influx of huge traffic going to run through that's just going to kill that connection where it's totally going to fail? It's possible, right? So that's my whole reasoning, right? I'm not trying to bash T-Mobile. I'm just telling them, hey, you took an L right here. Constructive criticism, you failed, fix it. It's just that simple. And maybe the engineers, they take note, maybe they don't. It's possible. But what we saw this weekend, and I know it's independent testing, it's anecdotal, it's not a massive amount. Maybe next year that can be changed. Maybe some arrangements can be made to have more independent testers at the racetrack. Maybe, right? Since there's rumblings going around that other carriers aren't allowed to check on their networks, to test, media isn't allowed. Maybe we can get some independent people out there. And there ain't nothing T-Mobile can do about it. If someone bought a ticket to attend a race, to test, what can they do? They can't do anything. It's a regular consumer. That's why independent, I feel, is still the best way to go. And again, it's just a test. Like I said, I'm not bashing any carrier. It's constructive criticism. You failed, do better. It's that simple. Right? And if there's area where AT&T is really weak, then we call it out. We say, hey, you failed in this spot, fix it, AT&T. I do that here a lot of the times. I did it since 2017. I finally got somewhere with AT&T and they started investing in the market, but I'm still trying to fix the ping times. I'm constantly engaging with the engineers and the teams, and it's still a long ways to go, but eventually that'll get fixed. So it's just all about constructive criticism. You can't take it in the negative. You just have to take it at that point in time. That interaction is negative, but then you take that and you turn it to a positive. You fix the issue. Right? There's nothing else to it. You fix it, you move on, you do better. And that's how I feel you should take anything in life, not just mobile networks. Maybe at your job, you've been criticized constructively. Take it, fix it, do better. So that's just what I wanted to talk about, the reasoning behind the last video, just to give you guys a little bit more context on the situation, not bashing anybody. Again, the millimeter wave that's deployed, it's just a better connection, more bandwidth, and there ain't much else that needs to be said. As long as these other two carriers have millimeter wave at a bigger scale at these types of events, regardless what event it is, Super Bowl, NBA, NHL, whatever, they're going to win. They're going to have a better experience across the board. Now, as I said before, if T-Mobile still managed for everything to run smooth, so be it. It's still 27 megabits is still a usable speed when you have hundreds of thousands of people in the area. But for me, it's too close for that connection crashing. It's just too close. Some of the other tests I've seen, like 60, 120, 200, cool, whatever, right? It's not the best, not the fastest, but that's in my opinion more of a cushion. When you're at 27, I mean, you're like 10,000 connections away from completely losing that connection and it failing. Because that's how quickly people move in and out of sectors and line of sight at these types of events. So you got to keep that in mind. But just thought I'd share that with you guys. Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you're on board with the constructive criticism. That's all it is, right? People in, I don't know, Chicago, El Paso, wherever, right? They're not going to leave T-Mobile because T-Mobile may have had a bad showing at the Vegas race. I understand that. I'm just pointing out the constructive criticism. I'm just saying, hey, look, T-Mobile engineers, if you're watching this video, there are some areas around that track you guys need to look back and check, right? When all the data comes out, all the analytics, all the testing, you need to check those areas because they're weaker. Not only the downlink, but also the uplink. The uplink is weaker too. I've seen uplinks in the single digits. That's just too close to failing, in my opinion. So let me know your thoughts in the comments. Like, share, subscribe if you're new. Follow my social media outlets. This is Tyrone with Tech Life. See y'all in the next one. Peace.